Morning guys, Camille here from Bedford Boot Camps. I'm going to show you today for your 7:30 PM session how to do a non-impact band workout. So I know we used the bands in our sessions before and some of you have bought some. So I just want to show you how to do 13 exercises today just using the chair or in the standing position, so there's no floor work. So basically these bands here is what we use in boot camp. So these are almost like physio bands, I suppose. They're really good for warm-ups, mobility warm-ups and exercises. So when you search them online, you'll usually get them in packs, all different colours, and they have different resistance levels on. So the ones that we use for the warm-up in the 7:30 session, we try and use the heavier one. So this one is extra heavy. But the ones I want you to use today, so when you get them in a pack, make sure you get some thicker ones and some thin ones. The ones I want you to use today is the lightest band that comes in your pack. So we're not going to use this one, we're going to put it away. And the lightest one you get in your pack, what I want you to do for today's session, they're really cheap, so it doesn't matter if you cut them in half, okay? So you can do much more exercises with them if you have one as one long piece of band and a couple as your circular bands. So once you've got your light bands, cut it in half to make it one big band, and then I'll show you just now how to do 13 exercises where you don't have to get down on the ground, so you're either seated or in a standing position. So for your 13 exercises today, I'm going to show you the 13 through, and I'm going to do 25 reps on each one with you. And then what I want you to do, once the video stopped, is play it back twice more, so you end up getting 3 sets of 25 in on each one. Okay, so run through the first one for you. So the first one's almost like a warm-up as well. So we're going to do shoulder rotations. So hold your band at the end. I'm going to take it. So with this band here, if I hold it right at the end, it gives me the least amount of resistance. But if I want a bit more resistance, I can hold it more into the middle. So any exercise that you do today, if you're finding it a bit easy, you can add on extra resistance by just changing the position of your hands on the band, okay? So just going to start off, hold it at the end, nice straight arms. Keep your arms really straight, and then we're going to go 25 forward and back, okay? So keep your arms straight as you come back, warming up the shoulders. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13. And as you get to the top, the band stretches, and as you get to the bottom, it comes back in again. Keep a nice tight grip on it. And we'll do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, so the next exercise is for the shoulder rotator cuff. This is really good if you've got any frozen shoulders, or my left shoulder doesn't have as much rotation as my right, so this is really good. So I want you to wrap round the band round one hand, keep it down next to your thigh as you lift up the other hand to your shoulder. And then all you're going to do from that position is keep the angle of your elbow and open up and close in. Go 25 on one side and then 25 on the other side. Try and get a really big range of motion all the way behind, opening up that shoulder joint and then coming back in. So try not to twist the body, just let the shoulder do all the work. All the time keeping your elbow underneath your fist. That's 10. Keeping the resistance on the band with the other hand, nice and tight. You should start feeling it now. So we've got 5 more left to do on this arm. really strengthens up all the ligaments and tendons around that shoulder joint. Good. So then you're going to swap hands, so release this one and tie that one up. So again, if you need it tighter, tighten more. If you need it looser, you don't have to tighten it at all. Okay, so fist up, pull down to give some resistance, elbow under your fist, and then just open up the shoulder repeater. 25 on this side. So try and keep the fist chin high. All the time, nice tight tummy, so you're always working the core as well. See if you can really open up that shoulder. Keeping the elbow underneath the fist. So we'll do 5 more. So the band works both ways. So as I'm pushing back, there's resistance, and as I'm coming in, I'm working against resistance. So it's quite good. Okay, so we're going to go frontal raiser, so still on the shoulders. So I want you to put your band on the floor, so still in the standing position, and stand on, so you've got quite a lot of band. So again, if you want more resistance, stand further on the band. If you want a little resistance, just stand on the edge, but make sure it doesn't flip up and hit you in the gob. Okay, so frontal raises. So again, you can move the band as low down as you like, and all you're going to do, 2 hands on the band, you're going to come up with straight arms, front shoulder raise, 25 times. 3, 4, 5, 6. So this workout today is quite a nice workout if you're on lockdown and you're sitting at your desk and you just need a stretch really. These are really nice non-impact exercises you can do with your band. Doesn't get you too sweaty. Just do it in your 30-minute lunch break and then get back down to work. So do 10 more. 2, 3, 6. And then when this band gets too easy, you can cut the one with the resistance a little bit higher. So this one says light, so your next one up will probably be medium. Next exercise is lateral shoulder raise. So you just swap to one hand and you're going sideways and just bring it up the same height as your shoulder or a little bit more. Nice straight arm, keep your shoulders retracted, nice tight tummy. So 25 on this side. These ones are always a little bit more testing because we never really do anything in this position. And then hold our shopping bags up here. So to get the muscle working up here is a little bit of a challenge, but that's good. Not sure what number I'm on. I'm going to guess 19. Okay, I'll do 5 more this side. Keep it on your same foot, doesn't matter because you can change the resistance with your hand. So go for 25 on this side. As long as you've got a nice strong anchor, you can just flow straight through in between exercises. Yeah, nice tight tummy, nice straight arm. If you don't have these bands, 10 more to do, buy some. Again, they're really cheap, versatile. I put a couple of workouts on now with the bands online. I will always be doing more stuff when we get back out of lockdown with these bands, so it's worth investing in them. Yeah, do 2 more. Good. Okay, so now we're going to use a chair and we're going to do seated leg lifts. So sit down just on the edge of the chair, because you don't want to rely on it too much. So just on the edge, nice straight back, good posture, shoulders back. So this time I want you to put the band on the floor and then just step on it. So it's in the middle of your foot. And then straighten out your leg, keep one leg bent, put some resistance on it. So hold the band further down. And then you're just going to lift your leg up without touching the floor 25 times. Nice and slow. So we're moving on down to the hip now. 10, quad muscles working, hamstrings working. 10 more. Always keeping that resistance on the band, but don't use your hands to pull the leg up. You're using your leg to pull the leg up. And once you've done 25 on that side, then just swap over. That leg a little shake. 25 on this side, pushing out, shoulders back, nice tall posture. Good, that's 10, without touching the floor, keep going for 25. Last 5, up, good, okay, shake that leg out, then we're going to go into the other leg again, same position, so put your band underneath your foot, but this time we're going to do a leg press. So again, put some resistance on your hands, keep your shoulders back once you've got your anchor point, and then you're going to just flex the knee into your chest, and the movement is pushing straight out. So we keep the band and your foot off the floor for 25 as you're just driving that heel towards the floor without touching the floor. All the time flexing that knee back up to the chest. Any runners out there, this is a good workout just to do as your warm-up in case you're going for a long run and you want to really mobilise all the joints before you go, make sure they're nice and stretched and warm up. And this is a great little workout to do. You could just do 125 and then go out for your run, come back and then do a second 25. Lost count again, so we'll just go 6 more. 5, 4, push that heel towards the ground, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, swapping legs, shake the hip, under the foot, shoulders retracted back and down. Good anchor point, make sure you've got enough resistance on that you're comfortable with, but it still tests you. Flex the knee into the chest, heel down to the ground. So go 25 on this side. That's 10. Always tight tummy. 5 more. Keep driving that knee up each time. And relax. Okay. Into a standing position. So this time on your standing position we're going to go sideways. And you're going to hold it as if it's a skipping rope. And step your foot into the band in the same position we was on the chair. You're going to grip the band with one hand. You can use the chair to balance if you want to, but you're just going to move the band away from the leg that's working, so you've got some space to do a glute kick back. So lift the knee up, same movement as you was on the chair, but this time you're going diagonal and back. So 25. Remember, use the chair if you need to balance. Right, pick myself off. 7. Bum muscle. Working the glutes. Good, we'll do 10 more. Making sure we've got nice straight lines of our legs as we're going out and back. And then swap sides. So I'll face this way, skipping rope, on the floor, foot in the middle, give yourself as much resistance as you like. So what you'll find is your standing leg works as well, especially if you're not using a chair to balance. Take the band away from the leg that's working, knee up, and kick backwards diagonal. Okay, 10 more. Okay, it's good. Next one, we're going to take it into the back now, so we're going to work the back. We're going to do some rowing. So we're going to do a standing upright row and then a standing bent over row. So different parts of the back. So this part of the back here that we're working on, the first one, is the top part of our back. So we're going to stand on the band, put them together, 2 hands together, and we're going to drive up, soften the knees, and bring the band up so your elbows are parallel to the floor. Only a box. Silly billy. 4, 5, 6. Nice tight tummy, soft knees. If you're quite tall and you feel like you haven't got much length on the band, you can just take one foot out and it gives you much more length. Let go. Don't let go of the band, guys. Okay, 5 more. My hand again, sorry. Good, okay, so now change it to your bent over row, so I'll go sideways, 2 feet in the band, leave a little gap in between, so it's always hip width with your feet, soften down, fold over into a natural squat as you go down, and then you're going to row 2 hands up, back like a chicken. And again, if that's not quite challenging enough, Move your hands down towards the band. So get 25. Big squeeze at the back. And just have your eyes about a metre ahead of you on the floor. So 5 more. Good. So that's our 10th exercise. We've got 3 more. There are more exercises, but these ones I thought were quite nice to put into today. I can show you some others another time. So we've got seated bicep curls. Sit down on the edge. Nice straight back. Just put 1 foot in the band. 1 foot away from the band. So out of the band, but away from it, so it doesn't mess with the band as you're coming up. And we're going to do some bicep curls. So, with the bicep curls, you need to keep your elbows close to your body and just bring your hands towards your shoulders. Okay, so you're not releasing those elbows at all, they're nice and tight into the body. So we'll go 25 on these ones. Good posture, back nice and tall. Okay, 5 more. You can feel the band works all the time. So as you're coming up, you're working, as you're going down also. Good, 1 more. Brilliant. Okay, nearly there, so 2 left. So now we're going to work the triceps, which is the opposite muscle to the bicep. And you're going to stand in the band, but take your leg back behind you. And bring the band out the side. And then you're going to grip it with both hands as you bring it up. So what are we doing? Seated tricep. Sorry guys, I got it wrong. So you put the band in your feet as you're sitting down, then you're going to bring your arms up into this position and then straight up in the air. So go 25. Extending the arms up. Okay, 10 more. Good, 25 tricep extensions, and then finally we're going to work the waist and we're going to rotate. So anything rotating is thinning out the waist, and that's what we want to try and do, thin the waist out. And we're going to be doing 25 wood chops each side. So hold the band at the top and just place it on the floor. 1 foot stands on the band, nice and tight, and then the other hand grab the band and it's like a wood chop, diagonal and back down. So you keep the arms nice and straight. In this position, when you're finishing off, you can pivot on that leg, bring it round, 3, keeping those arms straight the whole time. Nice big twist of the waist. 8. Let's do 10 more. So even though these exercises are strengthening our muscles, they're a really good stretch as well. It's really good if you need to increase your flexibility and just loosen up or strengthen all the areas that may be weak, like lower back, any non-impact, so it's nice and friendly for your joints, for your knees and your ankles if you come back from rehab. So go 25 wood chops on the other side, pivot as we come across. So that's one set of 25 on each exercise. So you can have a little 15 seconds rest, grab a quick drink, and then do 2 more sets for me. 25 each side. So I'll do 5 more. And 1. Brilliant, well done guys. So that's your 7:30 Friday workout for lockdown. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how you get on with your bands. If you haven't got any, get ordering, and I'll see you soon for Wednesday session. See you.